In the ancient kingdom of Velmora, nestled between the Stormrise Mountains and the Sea of Dusk, a terrible omen cast its shadow. The War of Blood Moons loomed, an age-old prophecy foretelling destruction unless the sacred arrow of truth was returned to the Temple of Elders. When all other champions failed, the burden fell upon a humble warrior, Aaron, the 19-year-old son of a blacksmith, born with courage in his veins and wisdom in his heart. The night before his journey, Aaron knelt in the heart of the ancient temple. Golden torchlight flickered on the stone walls, casting long shadows as the cloaked elders gathered in silence. The High Elder, his voice deep and ancient as the roots of the mountains, spoke. "Aaron, son of Velric, you are chosen. The arrow lies in the Valley of Echoes, a place where light dies and fear rules. None who entered have returned." Aaron bowed his head, accepting the task not with pride, but with quiet resolve. At dawn, Aaron left Velmora. He climbed through frozen cliffs, wind clawing at his skin, guided only by the stars and the memory of his mother's words. Even the fiercest hawk deserves kindness. Power without mercy is destruction. Her pendant, now hanging from his neck, glowed faintly, as if echoing her spirit. Days turned into nights, and finally, he reached the mouth of the valley. The Valley of Echoes was a graveyard of trees and fog. No birds sang, no wind moved. As he stepped inside, the silence shattered with the appearance of a spectral warrior, clad in ancient bronze, with eyes like burning coals. "You seek the arrow," it growled. "Then face your greatest fear." Smoke swirled, and Aaron was cast into a vision, his father falling in battle, his people scorning him, his village engulfed in flame. Terror surged through him, but he did not run. He looked deeper and saw the truth. Fear was not his enemy. His reaction to it was. "I will not be ruled by shadows," Aaron said aloud. At his words, the vision dissolved. The specter vanished. From the mist, a pedestal rose, and atop it lay the sacred arrow, golden, glowing with a quiet power. As his hand touched it, a voice echoed in the air. "Only one who knows fear and does not yield may wield truth." Aaron returned to Velmora, not as a hero, but as a servant of truth. The Temple of Elders received the arrow in solemn silence. "What did you learn?" the High Elder asked. Aaron replied, "That fear speaks lies, and only clarity can silence it. Strength without wisdom is ruin. Truth without mercy is cruelty." His final trial awaited. The next day, the army of the Northern King, greedy and ruthless, arrived at Velmora's gates. Their king demanded surrender or blood. The people braced for war. But Aaron stepped forward, alone. Holding the sacred arrow high, he walked to the battlefield and declared, "Then take me. I am Velmora." With a steady hand, he fired the arrow into the sky. It burst with a light brighter than the sun. The invaders froze, their weapons falling as the light touched them. Their hearts were laid bare. Some wept, others fled. The Northern King dropped to his knees, overwhelmed by the truth of his own pain. The war never began. Years later, Aaron became a sage, his sword retired, his hands now holding scrolls instead of blades. Children gathered in the Hall of Stories to hear his tale. Above the hearth, the sacred arrow rested. The strongest weapon, Aaron would say, is not forged from iron, but from truth, mercy, and courage.